A Journey into Vectors, Video 01B. Paper sizes and creating vector posters with the correct measurements. Where do we find the correct paper sizes for posters? In Wikipedia there's a pretty good article called Paper Size, and it says that many paper size standards conventions have existed at different times and in different countries. Today the A and B series of ISO 216, and you can see there it shows the different paper sizes, AO being the biggest one, which includes the commonly used A4 or the international standard used by almost every country. However, in many countries in the Americas as well as in the Philippines, the North American series of paper sizes such as letter and legal is more prevalent. So we're only just looking at this one here, ISO 216, and if you click on this it shows the sizes. This is the paper sizes in Wikipedia, and they're all in millimeter. So if you create an A0 size, we have the width 841 millimeter and the height is 1189 millimeter. That's if you have it in portrait. And then the next one down is A1, which is 594 millimeter by 841, and so on and so forth. So then A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. I presume that A8 would be something like a little small little card size. So we're going to create an A0 size in Adobe Illustrator, a document or artboard, based on the sizes that we have here, 841 by 1189. So in this part we're going to create this particular AO poster template, and it has the guides at the bottom, it has the header, it has a main left, the middle one, the main right, and then the footer. This is what we're going to create now. So file, new, and it's AO poster template 2, because I have one already. So the width, I changed this to 841, which is the width for a portrait orientation of the AO size, and then I had 1189. And then the color mode, CMYK, because cyan, magenta, yellow and key, which is used for printing. And then it's a 300 ppi, so when it's saved as a JPEG or PNG, it has a high ppi. That is the highest. This is actually for saving for the web. And align new objects to pixel grid. So that's okay. So here the first thing that we had were the guides. So I change the name here, and to show the guides you need to view rulers, show rulers. Without rulers, no guides. And I'll pull down a guide from the top to up to here 150. That's like 15 centimeters for the header, and then for the footer about 70, so about half of the top. So that's the header and the footer, and then we're going to divide it in 3. 280 is 1/3 of 841, and then 560 is here, So we have the space for the header and then 3 columns on the footer. So what we're going to create now is one for the header, one for the footer, left column, middle column, right column, and we're just going to name them. So those are like folders to add all main left, main middle, main right, and then footer. So if I go like this, if I turn on and off the little eye for the guides, it comes on and off. I'm going to lock these. Any of the guides needs to go at the bottom here, otherwise it gets very confusing. At the moment I don't need to add any more guides, so I'm going to add something in the header. I'm going to choose and we create a rectangle. To cover the top, and if you can see, there it is. I'm locking it, now unlocking the middle, the main left, and I'm adding another rectangle. Double click on the color to change, it's kind of a paler green. 3860 and then 620. Click on the rectangle and then maybe I leave the middle right, and I can copy this inside the right one, edit paste in front and move it, actually move it here, and it's not big enough. Now it's actually in here, so we're going to move it to the right. I'm dragging this to the right folder. Yeah, so it's in the right folder. And then the footer, okay, then for the footer, so this is another way of getting the colors. So make the bottom a bit lighter. Go into the footer and create the rectangle. Right, it's slightly darker now. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we have the header, the main left, in the middle we don't have anything, main right, and then in the footer we have the rectangle and the guides. So just a note about the guides is that they are only there during the creation of the document. They don't print out on the document, of course. They're actually not lines, they're just virtual lines to help you align different objects. So that's for this particular class. Just to recap, it's good to create templates for your documents. It's good to have templates for your different documents. So this is a template that we create for the AO poster, and it has the guides, the footer, the main right, the middle, the main left, and the header. So when you have a template like this, you just have to copy it and add different parts of your poster to it, and you can always change the sizes if you want to. You can create as many templates as you think that you need for different posters.